Welcome back, or if you're new, welcome to Of Minds and Men. The symbol of seven wonders is among the most ubiquitous images in the world, surpassing even the seven seas in its allure. Of course, there are limitations to this fact. The current list is a modern international product of UNESCO, while the original version was a product of Greek literature. Indeed, it covers the world as known to the ancient Greeks, extending only up to Egypt and Mesopotamia. Nonetheless, to yearn for the best of something is only human, and for that reason the images of the seven wonders has survived well beyond its origins, to be reborn in this present day. Today I will be giving a brief summary of the history of this well-beloved list. Now, the seven ancient wonders of the world are the Great Pyramid of Giza, the Colossus of Rhodes, the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus, the Temple of Artemis, and the statue of Zeus at Olympia, alongside the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Using modern day countries as reference, two of the wonders were located in Greece, two in Turkey, two in Egypt, and one in Iraq. Of the seven wonders, only the Pyramid of Giza, also by far the oldest of them, remains standing, whilst the others have been destroyed over the course of centuries. However, remains do exist from the lighthouse, Temple of Artemis, and the mausoleum, either on site or in museums. And regarding the Hanging Gardens, there's actually some scholarly debate as to whether they existed at all, as most references to them are apocryphal and don't actually cite any visitable location. The first reference to a list such as the wonders was given by the famous Greek author and historian Diodorus Siculus. He, however, he did not provide the list itself, mentioning only the walls of Babylon and the pyramids. The later poet Antipater of Sidon, who lived approximately in 100 BC, gave a list of seven wonders himself, including six of the present list instead, with the walls of Babylon instead taking the place of the lighthouse of Alexandria. This trend caught on, and the listing of the most marvelous achievements, architectural and artistically, in the world continued beyond ancient Greece, to well into the age of the Roman Empire, the Middle Ages, the Renaissance, and to our current era, of course. The Roman poet Martial and the Christian bishop Gregory of Tours had their own versions. Reflecting the rise of Christianity and the ravages of time, Roman and Christian sites began to figure on the list, including the Colosseum, Noah's Ark, and Solomon's Temple. In the 6th century, a list of seven wonders were compiled by St. Gregory of Tours. This list included the Temple of Solomon, the Pharos of Alexandria, or the Lighthouse, and Noah's Ark. Now, the modern canonical list was first established in 1572 with the publication of the engraving series Octo Mundi Miracula, using a combination of historical sources and general renewed humanistic interest in the classics. As part of the general trend of uh, archaic imagery, the Seven Wonders once again rose to prominence in the European imagination, with paintings and sculptures alluding to them as a major group, and the term being returned to general usage. While this eventually fell out of use once again, with the arrival of our international era, UNESCO held a general poll to select a new list of seven wonders, reusing the imagery while democratizing the process, as individuals could vote on what they thought would best represent a new list from a given series of monuments. Now, what does this poll have to actually say about the value of the imagery? Well, I suppose it could show that, despite how authoritative it might seem, the seven wonders have always been a changing symbol, with individual sites falling or entering the list based on the age. So, in that sense, the task of UNESCO might not be considered purely a historical, and multiple known worlds have fused into our current internationalized economy. So too, uh, so too should the wonders of the world change. Thank you for listening to Of Minds and Men. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing.